All right, guys. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Biracial Brothers Podcast. I am your boy, Chris Davis. What's going on? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button.
Please.
Also, subscribe as well, because you know that wouldn't suck.
Yeah, that helps.
Oh, no. Be a friend.
But I'm going to start the opposite end, because today is a special episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's a special episode because,
Doing it big.
man,
Keep finding biracial brothers.
yeah, all these biracial brothers keep showing up. And we got another one, the youngest biracial brother, Jaja, the GOAT.
How you doing?
Speaking to the microphone.
Hey man, how you doing? I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Jada Jada.
So we'll see if you got any personality. We'll soon discover that.
This is your only take.
Yeah, only take one take.
Yeah, we don't do them over.
Hey man, if I don't get the call next week, I know what happened.
Don't take it personal.
Long as you know.
I ran through it too, bro.
Yeah. But of course, Boo's back from Texas. It's been a long time since you've been in the building too.
Yeah,
So
solid month and a half, boss.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a minute.
And then my A1, my day one, my Lee Davis. What's going on, Lee?
The one that's been here from the beginning.
Yeah. Hope you keep on trucking too, nigga.
All you gotta do is keep living.
So look, put that microphone on the far end right there.
You don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, this is bugging me. That way y'all can over more towards Josh. Guys, this is real life podcasting. I don't know if you know this or not, but
101.
101.
Wow.
So yeah, now it'll be
Yeah,
easier for you to speak into it.
Well, thank you.
Without-
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. I wanted to nobody miss any of this great times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just more worried about me talking.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm not worried about, Boo.
I'm
is
just
you
trying to get in
talking.
there.
You're good, man. You're good.
Oh man, so yeah, I'm pretty pumped, man. What's going on in everybody's world? What y'all want to talk about? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. You know I've got to go into it.
What y'all talk about? Wait, let me talk
Wait,
first.
let me say it. Let me talk first. Aliens, dog.
Yeah.
The government.
Yeah.
The government
They finna
is
put a
saying, "Hey,
report.
there's a lot of aliens out here, bro."
We don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
that,
you
man.
know.
They're fitting to put a report out telling you that aliens. I tell the kids that shit, man. I'm like, you know, they're saying aliens are real now. What?
Yeah.
Aliens are fucking real.
Josh, now this is your first time on the podcast,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's been a while since I think we've had this discussion, but what are your views on ETs, UAPs, life out in the universe?
Aliens.
What aliens?
Aliens.
Hashtag aliens.
Are they real?
And don't be afraid to speak into the microphone.
Are they real?
I don't see why they couldn't be real. I believe they are out there somewhere. It's a big universe somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't think they're here.
Yeah. Do you think they're here?
Well, here,
Yeah.
Like on Earth.
On Earth.
Does Roswell really happen?
No, don't boil it down to one incident, because you might can dismiss Roswell, and then there'd be like 150 other incidences. That's like, what about this shit? But so yeah, what's one of the hopefully you've been watching the podcast. I don't know if you have or not, but we love to talk aliens
We
and
like
UFOs,
aliens.
we like
UFOs.
aliens. I believe they're here. I mean, there's a lot of instances in history, whatnot, that are hard to explain.
Hell yeah.
So,
Dude, I got freaked out. I was watching it was Cuomo. So I go down like YouTube rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And it was an episode of CNN, and I think Andrew Cuomo's brother, whatever the Cuomo guy is on CNN.
I think it's Chris.
Chris Cuomo. Yeah. So I was watching a clip of Chris Cuomo. And he had an ex-retired Navy Master Sergeant and an ex-high-level Pentagon official on his show. And
Like
two very serious people.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I pulled up in a UFO.
Yeah, and the dude, the retired dude, he's the one who saw it. So he's like, and he broke it down very like scientifically, very like militarily, like. What freaked me out is he was like, yeah, what I observed was about 100 to 1,000 years more advanced than what we have now.
Yeah. Nigga
What we
said
encountered.
1,000.
100 to 1,000 years more advanced than the technology we have now. So either somebody's very far ahead of us on Earth, or anything's possible. He didn't want to come out and say there's aliens because you know what I'm saying, but he was like, it's a fucking possibility, guys.
It's real.
And the thing is, this is on CNN. Chris Cuomo, you know what I'm saying?
Real shit. No.
Yeah, and
now it's mainstream.
That's the thing, dude. So do you think once it gets super mainstream and pretty much accepted, do you think the aliens will go and be like, all right, guys, look, we're here. We're just waiting on y'all to catch up?
Or they're setting us up. Like the aliens are finna make a move anyway, so they're just trying to. Yeah, they're out here. Yeah, they're out here.
Well, one of the things dude said, one of the guys said was, if they are as advanced as we think they are, or if they even exist, and they are advanced, as far as we have noticed that they are, it'd be really silly for us to try to say that we could, predict what they want or what their intentions are.
Yeah, 'cause you ain't got a fucking clue. I mean, think about it. Well, I think it fucks with people on a whole nother level to where you go from being the top of the food chain to now you could potentially be made a fucking yard dog or something. You know what I'm saying? And there'd be nothing you can do about it.
Ain't shit you can do about it.
I mean, if E.T. come in there and said, "This is my home,"
you
get the fuck out.
What do you think, Chris? Do you think they're real?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
If nothing else, and you want to go the complete skeptic route, which I'm not on this shit, but if you wanted to go play devil's advocate, if nothing else, mathematically in the universe, the size of the universe,
we cannot be the only entity
of intelligence, life, much less regular life form like microbes and shit, but like actual intelligent. You can't say we're the only ones.
That's too braggadocious to be. Yeah, we are the anything. Ones.
So, having said that, well, maybe they haven't come here and contacted us yet, but it seems more and more likely that they have.
They haven't contacted the average man.
Yes.
They've contacted
the governments.
Yeah, the higher ups. They know. And the shit's it's probably just going to get harder and harder to keep them hidden because everybody's got a phone and a camera and shit.
Exactly.
To where it's just going to be too hard to keep it under the cover, man, to where you might as well just go on and just tell everybody now.
They do need to come on with better camera technology for the daytime ones. I understand at nighttime you got to use infrared and the camera shitty.
Well, it's still, I mean, it looks like Unsolved Mysteries footage.
Yeah, it's man. Like, dude, this fucking, my iPhone 7 has a better, that's an old ass iPhone I got, and this has got a better camera than
you can watch the Avengers in 10K or whatever the fuck it is. You can see the Avengers
blood
soul.
pixels.
Yeah. Yeah, these motherfuckers can't give you a good camera. They're out there shooting aliens with Polaroids or some shit.
Yeah, now maybe that's the shit that they've allowed to leak. You know what I'm saying? Where they actually got
you see numbers across the fucking side of the motherfucker.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Well, it's like I saw this thing where, because my own little rabbit holes, and they was talking about how each year that we in America, or at least the world, America at least, out of the world, we advanced in technology, our military goes 50 years every single year. Mm-hmm. So if you take all the years since, Roswell happened, that's when we came up with like a conductor. And after that, everything just blew the fuck up.
Yeah, like look at your phone now.
Yeah.
I mean, you take your phone back to the 40s or something, and he's like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah, you're a magic man.
Yeah. Fucking wizard. Dr. Strange in this motherfucker.
Josh, you ever think about this kind of stuff, or you're just too busy grinding?
Right now, I'm busy grinding. I'm not going to lie. I watched this, it wasn't about aliens, but it was about the fishing industry. It was called a documentary on Netflix called Seaspiracy.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
It was pretty good. My homie at my job, he told me about it, and he was just spitting out numbers and facts. I was like, man, what the hell? But
yeah, got into
basically, like the fishing industry is pretty much destroying the seas and are killing the ocean, basically. Yeah. And if the ocean dies, we all die.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, because apparently, like sea kelp, right? It's like, what is it?
I don't know. You're telling the story.
Yeah, I know.
It puts oxygen into the ocean.
Yeah, it does, but it's more than any tree on fucking Earth,
yeah, no, the vast majority of the Earth's oxygen comes from its ocean.
Yeah.
Like plankton.
I never even thought about that. It blew my mind, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So what if like the aliens are coming back to save the Earth from us?
I appreciate it.
Well, I don't think you can save it from us and leave us here.
No, and their dude was like, why, if they're here, why haven't they come and talk to us or whatever? It's like, well, if they're 1,000 years, do you go talk to the monkeys at the zoo? No, they're just observing you, right? You're just watching them, seeing what's going on.
Jane Goodall walking around with a tablet, like,
fuck, dude, they're saying all this, the quiet part out loud on TV. Like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Well, see, that's like what back in like it's like right after the Rona started. It's like May or
Fuck
June.
the Rona.
The Pentagon came out and said, "Well, UFOs are real, so watch out for those."
Well, that's some 2020 shit that was happening, man. That shit was wild.
Yeah, they just slip it in there.
You
ain't even worried
It's
about
not
it.
as big.
The world's ending
on
anyway.
Fire, the world's underwater.
Then a year later, they say, aliens are pretty real.
Well, no, you got
that's something you got to come back to.
You got a Senate report. You
Say
got
again?
a Senate report
Yeah.
where they're fixing to. I mean, like Congress is fixing to get the lowdown on what the fuck, and they're not going to keep that.
No, Congress, first off, at least they're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't doing a bunch of shit. So at least they're going to, hopefully we could get, you know what I'm saying?
Good story out of it.
Yeah. Some life. To me, it's crazy that I live in a generation where like this shit is like going to happen. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Kids, your kids' generation is going to be seeing some wild shit.
Yeah.
Well, think about it.
Man.
My
This will be
kids,
their normal.
my son's 10 years old, and he's gone through a pandemic.
Yeah.
He knows that aliens exist. That's why I tell him, I said, man, you better believe God exists, bro. I said, you better believe God exists. But they do.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on in the
Hey, do
universe.
you, I didn't mean to cut you off. Do either any of y'all get deja vu? Or have you ever had deja vu?
Yeah, of course.
May has been, my daughter's been telling me the past couple of days that she's having deja vu. Like last night, I was in here talking to Chubbs and my son, and then I went back in there with her, and she's like, Daddy, I just seen right now before.
I used to have it all the time as a kid. It doesn't happen as much anymore. Kind of world, I guess, beat it out of you. But
Yeah.
But I told her, man, listen, I said, pay attention to I said, it's like abilities. You got your, just
I don't know if you want to tell her to sit and meditate on her third eye.
Well,
open it up
I
to
tell
go
her-
deep
That's
into it.
where my mind was.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, let me
You could enhance that if you want to, but I don't know. It's your daughter. You
Well,
don't wanna
no,
open
I
up
don't
to
mind that,
spiritual
but
things too early.
But I've told her not to talk to everybody about it. You know what I'm saying? People say you're crazy and all this other shit. But I told her, I said, you within yourself, if it strikes you enough for you to notice, pay attention to what you
Try to write it down. That's what I never did. I never wrote it down like in the moment. Like, what was happening right now?
Well, like all of them now are just like little snap. Like she's seen herself sitting on the bed when that moment hit. You know, what I'm
or
saying?
you're talking to somebody. It's like,
Yeah.
we're having this exact conversation like 2 days ago. What's going on?
She was like,
I could never like pinpoint the time when I saw it before.
The
I just
context.
saw
I
it
always
before.
felt like it was like years before. I was just thinking that. Like I remember I was a kid and I saw something in my mind, like a dream or something. And then me being an adult with a 1-year-old son,
yeah,
I've seen this shit before.
Yeah, you're
What
having
the
like an
hell?
out of body experience or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I'm like, man, what the hell?
And that's normally like with me, it's like I don't really dream often, but it seems like every dream I've ever had has turned out to be like a deja vu of some sorts. And that sounds crazy. Like I don't have like this elaborate fucking dreams. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's all at the time it seems elaborate because, like you said, you're a kid, but you're dreaming of your wife and your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your house, you going to work or whatever. And it's like me driving to work. I've had that, and I'm pulling up to the drive we had together, and it's like, whoa.
What the fuck?
This is fucking surreal. It's like I ain't been here, but I've already experienced this.
Yeah, you've already drove to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And like I deep because like that shit intrigues me. So it's like I got looking into deja vus, and the theory on them is they're lucid dreams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like when you have a lucid dream, you're able to tap into something within yourself. You know what I mean? That's where people have the biggest changes in their life, is because you project somebody who you would listen to more than anybody else, whether that's Jesus, your grandmother, your wife, your kid as an adult, whoever you would listen to the most.
Yeah.
You project that person, and then they tell you what to do. There's been people who've been smoking like a train 20 years, had a lucid dream, woke up, didn't touch a pack of cigarettes ever again.
Well, see, that's what that kind of like that ayahuasca does. right? It takes you on a spiritual
Yeah.
journey out of this dimension. You meet like fucking mechanical elves and shit. But you do run into like whoever would, like you say, make the most impact to you. Like there's been certain, stories cause I went down ayahuasca rabbit hole. Never did take it. I don't even know if I have the balls to take ayahuasca. I'd talk it up like, yeah, I'm gonna do it if I ever had a chance. But honestly, I don't know if I would. Yeah. It's basically DMT.
Yeah, it's
DMT.
yeah.
Where do you get that?
Peru, Costa Rica, all in South America. It's like this
Like,
plant.
can you get it here?
I think there's a place in Kentucky you can get it, honestly, but
Any
it's like-
Indian reservation, they make it there homemade. So,
yeah, but the federal government, it's not like weed. They're not going about to let up on fucking DMT, ayahuasca. Even though they should, because it's like a really healing thing. Like this, I watched this one documentary on it, and this woman, she had like this debilitating like muscular disease, and she couldn't fucking move. Like she was becoming more and more stiff as time went on. She couldn't fucking move, right? So she was at the end of her rope. So she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go try some ayahuasca, go do this retreat. She threw up. It just made her throw up like the trip. But after she kind of came down, she could move a little more. Then she did it again. She purged again. She was purging. Then she could move a little more. Now, on the video, she was like kind of slowly walking with the cane around her apartment and shit, where she couldn't move before.
we got to think, if you're throwing up, what are you doing? You're literally
removing toxins or removing
like, what are your
things.
muscles doing? They're
Spasming.
constricting. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Waking them up.
You have to move them.
Maybe, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's what she was. That was the purpose of the throwing up, was to get her muscles to flex.
Yeah.
loose.
To get them
you're
to
trying
do something.
catch yourself. You need to,
And
whatever
then-
it is.
That's an interesting
like
concept.
with
I didn't think about that.
with my back, when my back was real bad and I was hurt, and then you know what I'm saying, like I couldn't move and I couldn't get out the bed and all that stuff. When I had the aneurysm, my back was fine after I
You ain't
got
worried
out the
about your
hospital,
back,
yeah.
you're worried about your tummy.
Yeah, all of a sudden that shit don't make no more
No,
difference.
like, I'm good,
Don't
man.
matter.
I'm good. And I haven't had, and then I learned to stretch, so I haven't had really many back problems, knock on wood, since then. So
That's what's crazy, because like you saying that, I think about this. Like he was literally scheduled to have back surgery like 2 or 3 days before he had his aneurysm. That's how bad his back was,
yeah,
and ever since then his back's been cool. So I'm just thinking maybe it was his aneurysm the whole time.
I think though what
It
I
could've
think
been.
what it is that I know how
Nerve.
the surgery, the aneurysm surgery felt, and how I feel after it.
I ain't trying
As
to go through that
opposed
again.
to having backs and people cut on your bone and all that shit.
Yeah, dude, because that
Like,
could do
I
more
would-
harm
yeah.
than good.
Like I would never have back surgery now. I am grateful that I had my aneurysm. That way I didn't have back surgery.
That's crazy.
Ain't that
You're,
something?
you're grateful for an aneurysm.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing though. Like
That's fucking
Danny,
Find the
Jesse,
silver lining,
Hey,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
Danny Jesse's ex-husband.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was thinking about.
He had like the disc in between the vertebrae. 2 of them, like back to back, were gone, and all he was doing was getting it fused, whatever. And that's all they was gonna do. And they went in there and they fused it, and they fucked something up, and they made him like a quadriplegic.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair.
And he
Shit.
was in a wheelchair. Like now,
He can
damn
walk on
near
a cane.
15 years later, he can walk. He can
Yeah.
walk a
Well-
little bit. He's on canes and like the hand
Right.
canes,
I've
but-
always used Braun as that example because every time I've got to talk with him about, you know what I'm saying, back surgery and all that stuff, he's like, man, he said it might work for a little bit, but then
In the end, in
Yeah,
the long
you
run.
just-
the
worst off
moment
than you are.
You know, like what because he tell me pretty much the same shit, and it's once you stop being active, that's it. It goes away. Like,
yeah,
you
your
have
back
to be
full of
active,
arthritis.
you know,
Yeah.
Then it's just he'll get eat up with arthritis and all that jazz.
Dude, that's me, kind of. Like, I have to stretch. Like, I've been working out, so I don't know if y'all noticed this or not. But,
What?
I don't see it. No, but I have to make sure that I stretch and,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
so I
dude.
have that knot getter outer tool that we fucking love.
That
Great.
hook, baby.
Yeah, the
It's
back
great.
hook, dude. Y'all have never heard. We don't, you know what I'm saying? I wish they would sponsor this.
Yes.
We definitely use their product. It's a
Fucking
little
use it
hook.
while
I
we're
sell
on the
the hell
damn
out of that.
podcast.
Oh man, yeah. So I try to massage my muscles out, try to stretch as much as you can, because once you do something like that, like something,
Well,
you
this
hurt
is
something-
your gold, and this is a nugget that I wish I would have had when I was, 15,
Jaja's
18.
age.
Yeah. Well, all you have to do, like, if you sit Indian style, or Native American style, however you choose to say it.
Indigenous.
Oh yeah,
Crisscross
the first
applesauce.
American.
Crisscross applesauce.
But if you sit that way and you stretch your hips out,
Like you push your knees.
yeah, and you're stretching all your hips. That's where your
groin,
back
lower
pain
back.
comes from.
Dude, I gotta
Your
start doing that then.
Your hamstrings, you got to stretch all that because you got to think those hamstrings are pulling on your back.
I usually just like touch my toes. You know what I'm saying? I dangle like every night before bed. I just
if you
dangle.
could sit, cross your
I'm gonna
leg
start
like
doing
this
that.
and push your knee down, man, it's wondrous.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
There's
doing that.
another
Do you,
dude.
so hold on
You-
before
you feel it.
You put your feet together,
No, like
or you just
like you sit.
crisscross applesauce?
Well, you can sit Indian style, and you can sit this way where like you're saying in
Two
a
feet
high
together.
chair. Yeah,
The further
No,
your
with your
feet
foot
are
right
apart,
here.
the more you're isolating.
that's
your
what I was saying.
joints.
So maybe you might want to start crisscross applesauce and then go to where your feet are together.
well, no, if you can do this right
Crawford
here, where
walk.
you got your knee up on your foot on your knee, take this knee, push it down this way, and it stretches all. Like if I have back pain, that's what I do, and it's
And it's like something real
Damn.
simple.
Wonderful.
It's like when you lay down flat.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Yeah.
giving you pearls.
But like
You're
when
welcome.
you lay down flat, your lower back muscles are still tense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you bring your feet up to your butt, whatever, you bend your leg, but you lay down flat, that's how you relax your lower back muscles.
how many old people do you see doing stretches?
They
I don't-
can't.
Well, I hope they are like.
But the
in
reason-
private-
they
they don't do it in public.
that make you look bad.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
those-
been doing it their whole life.
Yeah, but if that's
true.
my goal as I get older to keep stretching. I think
Be
that's
nimble.
the key, man.
Yeah.
Because you just see how many old people have you seen just get
They just like
they
this.
just crunched up and shit, man.
Yeah.
Where I believe if you just say stretched out, man.
Go on daily walks. That's a very big thing too.
Yeah.
Like in Italy, there's a town in Italy somewhere that has like, a very high per capita of like 100-year-old people.
Hey, man.
And they're always just like walking around a little Mediterranean town, you know what I'm saying?
Drink
Just
a little
eating fresh
wine.
fish, drink a little wine, eat some
Yeah,
olive oil,
yeah.
bread. You know what I'm saying? Just living simply, but
Yeah.
fucking living to 110. It's
Hell
a bunch
yeah.
of them. Japan's like that too. They have a really old population, but America don't.
Not in America.
No.
no,
not
Smoking
here in the
Marlboros,
States.
eat your hamburgers and your chicken
and die. Live free and die, not or die.
and you got no choice, nigga.
Bro, they got this steak down there because we was looking at food places to go on Mother's Day, and they got this
In Dallas, right?
In Dallas, yeah.
Okay.
And it's called Dallas Steakhouse, so it's like right in the strip of like downtown.
Somebody got paid a lot of money for that in marketing. What are we doing?
But no, bro, they
Nashville
got a
Steakhouse.
challenge that only one person has ever beat it, and it was like some TV guy who goes around, whatever.
Guy
But
Fieri.
It's
Probably.
a 10-pound steak with 4 pounds of fries.
That's 14
And all you-
pounds.
A 10-pound steak with 4 pounds of fries.
Yes.
14 pounds of
Like,
food.
Nice.
Like the dude that plays the
They
mountain.
give you an hour and a half to eat it, and all you get one Coke and you get one thing of water.
Trying to kill people.
They really are.
Just choke on a fucking.
So that's a good point, Lee. Somebody like the Mountain,
The Rock.
world's strongest
Yeah.
man, could eat something like that, and I wouldn't be like they could eat it once, and I wouldn't be fearful for their life. But if you're like a normal, like chubby
Yeah.
fat dude, like your
Just
town's
try to
big eater,
man it up.
you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Leroy, fuck anything up, go eat that.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna die, man.
Cholesterol.
You
up.
better
yeah.
not watch-
A heart attack. Bro.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting watching your stories and fucking not wake up.
It's like it's cool to think about. Oh man, he
Like,
just
fuck.
he just ate
Early
shit.
gates.
God, hey, hope you're doing good.
Think about like, oh man, that guy just ate 10 pounds or 14 pounds of food, but you got to think about you just stretched your belly out with 14 pounds of food.
Yeah,
bro.
you got 14 pounds of food inside of your intestines and your stomach, and
Man, I was at a house party one time, and this fat dude was he passed out drunk, and this nigga. And first off, it was at his aunt's house. Right, they were gone, so he was like they were house sitting this house.
Oh, God.
This motherfucker puked on their white plush carpet in their bedroom. Right, but he puked out pizza. This nigga had a whole bites of pizza, just whole. Like he just bit it and swallowed it. He didn't even chew it. And everybody was like, "God damn, this motherfucker, this fat motherfucker!" We lit his ass up when he woke up. Like, this nigga don't even bother chewing, you big bastard.
fat bastard.
fucking snake, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. Be careful what you do around me.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, dude. He
You could fucking choke to death like that. I mean, you trying to get a big hump
Dude, he was
back
whiskey
up.
drunk. He didn't give a fuck. He wanted some pizza.
Another bite.
And he fucking
Breathe,
passed out.
nigga.
He passed out. And fucking it was like people were in there. Like we put him on his side because he was passed out drunk. Like best thing we knew to do was you know what I'm saying, let him throw up on the carpet because this nigga's dying. He's just like oh fat bastard.
I ain't carrying his ass
Look,
to the
no offense
bathroom.
if you're fat, but I'm just saying this guy was really big.
Yeah.
But and he's on his side like drunk vomiting. Like he really could have died. If I was Walter White, it's like when he saw Jesse's old lady.
Yeah.
Let me just walk out the door.
Like, well,
Luckily for him, I'm not that guy.
He said, "All right, I'ma head out."
I got some help. I was like, hey man, this guy's
fucking
fucking.
dying in here.
I never will forget that as long as I live. This motherfucker threw up a whole pizza. Some pizza.
Just
Unchewed slice of
still in
pizza.
a triangle, nigga. It's like, damn, bro.
It had a sharp edge.
He said it came to a point.
Oh god! I bet what he did is folded it in half and bit it and just swallowed it because it was a like still triangle.
That's harsh, dude. Like, damn.
God bless.
Imagine his shits though. I mean, if he
Well, it
swallowed
breaks
the whole.
down. You know what I'm saying? Then
Well, yeah,
breaks
you
down.
gotta. I mean, if you're putting that kind of food in your,
Yeah, dude, like a billy goat.
Yeah.
He eat anything. He can fucking spit shine
Shit.
a bottle cap.
Like,
Come out the
damn,
other end, no
man.
problem.
You got a good colon, I guess.
Fish shot.
That's insane.
Took me a second, but I got it.
It's deep, dog. Okay, there's layers on this podcast. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe.
Hell
If you
yeah.
like, subscribe, baby.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
What's the craziest thing we ever swallowed, Josh? And not cum, sperm.
Don't talk about. We ain't talking about Siemens or the jisms.
Craziest thing I ever swallowed.
Yeah. That is a gay, kind of
a gay-ass
homosexual question, isn't it? My bad. I was thinking of like pennies or like.
What's the stankiest thing you ever put in your mouth? Pussy.
I hope that's the truth. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, well,
He said,
there's nothing wrong with cunnilingus. I mean, if it's dirty,
Cunnilingus is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
Why?
I like to get it done.
You came off the top of that little quickly. Been waiting all day to say I eat a coochie. Woke up this morning with it on my mind.
I left today with it on my chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flavor saver.
I was just trying to involve you in the conversation, Josh. I'm
I know,
sorry.
I know.
It went sideways.
Yes, they did.
I don't understand what the answer to that question would be. Sauerkraut.
Sour, yeah, I guess it's like the water's the weirdest food. I ate some pig brains from Ron one time. He made some pig brains in scrambled eggs.
I've eaten some, what's it called, gizzards?
Oh, dude, yeah, those are fucking gross.
Chewy as hell.
I've had
That
octopus.
was all right. I
I've
would
had
never go
octopus
eat
out
it.
of like a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, I've definitely had a lot of octopus,
That
calamari.
shit- that calamari.
Oh,
that
that
shit
shit's-
made my throat
That's
itch.
so good.
That
So
shit made
good.
my throat
These fucking
itch.
plebs. They don't know how to eat. They don't know how to eat.
I don't like seafood, man.
You don't like seafood.
I don't.
Damn.
You know how I got the kids to eat seafood? I told them that's the same thing Jesus ate.
You hear about those 5,000 loaves? Two
Trying to be
fish?
like Jesus, baby.
Jesus, eat your fish.
How do you not like seafood?
I just
It ain't been cooked right for it.
So
You gotta
lobster, you don't like lobster, you don't
I've
like
had
crab.
lobster. I didn't really like it. It was better than the crab. I
Yeah.
won't ever eat crab. That's
Yeah,
just
Mahi
It's fucking
mahi,
horrible.
That's horrible.
oysters.
I love oysters.
I've never had like just fresh oysters.
Nah, dude, here's what we're gonna do. We gotta do this.
I had those mama in the can oysters.
With like
Yeah,
mustard
the-
and hot sauce and shit.
Fucking
But I bought
fucking
one as an
plebs.
adult and it's still in my cabinet.
No, I was telling Brittany's dad about how I used to eat those motherfuckers all the time. But no, here's what we gotta do. We gotta go to the Optimist in Germantown.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant in Germantown called the Optimist. It's where I proposed to Brittany.
Okay.
They have oysters, wood fire grilled oysters that'll make you slap everybody you ever cared about. Cause god dang, them motherfuckers are good. And they have those little like rolls, like just the softest fucking rolls. But it's like garlicky, lemony, wood fired
slurp
oyster.
'em?
I guess you cannot because the shell's hot, so you have to use a oyster fork. We can pick that some bitch up. Oh, take a bite of that bread. God dang it.
The sea never tastes so good.
Man, yeah, that's why I'm like, how you not like fucking seafood? But you've never had it, so you don't know.
You get the
I
right
guess,
stuff.
Not
man.
all the shit I've ever had.
I will say I went to
Poor people.
Yeah.
I went to
man.
a
Nothing
homie
wrong
of
with it.
mine.
Nothing wrong.
They had
Gotta strive.
it was a black family and they had a fish fry. A family get together. It was a fish fry, a family reunion, and it was fried catfish and spaghetti. Boy, that shit changed my whole.
Yeah, when you realize, because we grew up around white people, right?
Yeah.
For a lot of time. So when you first realize that spaghetti's a side, it has beans in it. Oh,
Yeah.
God dang.
That's good shit.
That's good shit, dude.
You see, like when
I
I
don't know how
had
old I
fish,
found
with,
that
like,
out, but it was
like white
fucking a
people,
new
I
day.
had fish one time and the fish came cold. So I was like,
Yeah, you can't
It
get
came out like greasy,
Nah.
hot. It was like, that shit
first
just
time I
came
had
right
to cook.
off the fucking bone.
Yeah.
Oh my
Be
God.
ashamed of that.
Yeah, you can't even serve
That's my
it.
will
first
say this,
experience
though.
with it. So I didn't know, but when I went to that black get together, oh my God.
I've eaten shrimp one time that I've liked. Every other one, it was nasty, and it was from this black dude with a big ass trailer grill. And he
See,
was
that's what
"Here,
you want."
man,
But get blackened
Like that.
grilled shrimp. That's my shit.
blackened grill.
Blackened grilled shrimp. Fuck.
Bro,
Good.
I will say the best shrimp I've
coconut
ever
shrimp is
had
good
was
too.
like we went to Gatlinburg and they had those jumbo shrimps, and it was raw Cajun jumbo shrimp. The motherfucker was raw as shit. You just took it, ate it. Oh my God, bro, that shit was fire. Best
Yeah.
shrimp I've ever had.
You can have good shrimp, bro.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I eat most of my shrimp raw.
Get it, girl.
They say shrimp is the cockroach of the sea.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't
People eat cockroaches too.
Yeah.
Can't get around that. I'm allergic to cockroaches, actually.
Boy, that's not
Me
bad.
too. Mentally.
Yeah, my life is.
Fucking traumatized.
No, we're talking about the jungle cockroaches. You can eat those. You can eat those.
You don't want to eat these hoods.
Some
Yeah,
chocolate.
you don't eat
Ooh.
the project roaches. Don't eat those.
God dang. Dude, cicadas are supposed to be coming back this year.
I seen
And
one.
locusts.
I seen one on the deck.
It has the
Yesterday.
blue one, the bluish green ones
the red eyes.
with the red eyes, the orange wings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the year for cicadas and locusts. Did you know that?
I mean, it wasn't surprising. It's 2021. Hasn't been that many crazy things happening. So yeah, we're due. Well, besides aliens. So yeah, locust sounds about right.
Ain't that a
Plague.
sign of like the second coming or something?
No, there's been locusts coming forever.
That
dog.
side's
It's just-
been gone.
Yeah,
He been and gave
dude.
out.
During the have y'all remember, have you ever heard of the Dust Bowl in America?
Yeah.
So that was fucking caused by locusts.
Yeah.
Because they just came and just ate all of like Nebraska, and then this fucking dust storm started, and it just rained on fucking the whole East Coast for months.
That's insane.
So people were then saying, "Oh, it's the end of the world because the locusts are coming." Like at least they had a reason to think that shit was bad.
Ate all the farmlands, so the livestock died.
Yeah, but I don't feel bad. I stole that shit from the Indians anyway.
They had some shit coming to them. Man.
Got them.
They had something coming to them.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that. Who's the illegal immigrant? Pilgrim.
Pilgrim ass.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole. We're having a good time.
No.
Oh, look at the time.
Oh, look at the tide.
But no, we are gonna shut it. It's 30 minutes. So man, this is a good time.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty
Josh,
cool.
how you enjoy it for
I
your?
liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
you're not nervous anymore. You say you're a little nervous
A
at the
little.
beginning.
Still
but
a
now-
little nervous.
Okay,
but
well
it's
go
cool.
take a shit. You'll feel better.
It's not a bad deal.
No, not at all.
It's fun. All right, guys. So if you've had a good time, the most important thing, if you've had a good time, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Let's see my fucking camera over here. We love you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. And as always, guys, do what?
Be mixed.
Bye.
Be mixed.
That's bad.
Dang it.